Welcome to Charlotte, North Carolina, Bank of America Stadium, and the Duke's Mayo Classic. This ought to be a fantastic showdown and just the flavor every college football fan can't wait for. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, a group with a lot to prove here today. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. All of the blood and the sweat and the tears and the hours all come to this as we are ready to start the season. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense takes the field to start this game off. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
He's going to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Sategna. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them.
Oh, what a grab by the defense!
And I'll tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing a turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
The offense starts with a short field. They'll try the run. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. The decision to go for it does not pan out. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Line gets set, 1st down. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. You think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a 1st down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit them with a big run, now they hit them with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas! Up and over Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the tailback. Got room at the 35. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. And here on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. And off to Jones. At the 35, he's got room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The run to the left. They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on third down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
And it's a touchdown. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Jackson will throw. And that one's incomplete.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Off play action on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And he breaks into the open. All the way in for the touchdown.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Running back goes in motion. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab down the left side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. There have been many days for the Razorbacks where big plays from the quarterback came by running like Matt Jones, but that was a beautiful throw.
Man, I played against Matt Jones. Played in the SEC Championship game my sophomore year. We beat him 30-3, by the way. Just side note, but just dynamic player. But you're right, always ground team, ground and pound. When they got that ability to keep some balance, these teams can open up, and Arkansas can have great seasons.
Jackson gonna throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. He'll keep it himself. And the Razorbacks get enough to move the chains.
How great is it to be an offensive coordinator having a quarterback like this? Because he can go and generate first downs with you throwing the ball and running the ball. It seems like there's nothing this kid can't do.
Got it in the middle, it's hot. And the catch and run into the end. Touchdown! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together, great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Power football with the run. Hard running there. He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room. Now on first down from the 28. And off to Jones. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Running to the left. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And that falls incomplete on fourth down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They go to the ground. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. space at the 25. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. He's now up to 66 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Defense going all in to stop the run. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And yes, he's in the end zone for the touchdown.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, and take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just...
The expressway is wide open. Big gain on that one as he...
Individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Picked off. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Here's the give off the left side. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a crease to the left. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the run again. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. On the move, he fires. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. To throw, it's best. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. They'll give it to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum.
And here's the third interception of the night.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well, and you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
That incompletion leads to second down and 10. To the air, it's Best. Fires into traffic, picked off. Taking it the other way. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll throw it on first down. Working the middle, it's complete. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. 5 wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Bringing it back. And he's going to cruise in with this one. It is a touchdown. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback extends the play. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
The Razorbacks will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside is 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They'll start the third quarter with the run. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They're testing the right side here. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
They'll try the left side. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? The give to the back. At the 35, he's loose. Open runway ahead. And he's out of bounds just short of the goal line, but are they ever in business now? The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. They'll try to get it in with the run. Good, solid tackle. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They're going to run it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They've got the beef on the field. 3 tight end set, 3rd and goal from the 3. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Looking to pass. It's Best. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5. And the Razorbacks will hustle to the line. Grabbed in the middle, it's Haas. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pig swing.
Just slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Quick release on the RPO. Still running at the 40. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. The Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Motion from the offense. Jackson will throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll be brought down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And the Razorbacks will keep this drive going. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. They get him down, but not before he picks up 5 down to the 17-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And and the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll go to the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. He's got 99 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. Offense set on 1st down. They're getting this guy lathered up. And some room to work. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They'll try the right side. On the move is the 30. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. They get to him as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense getting set for 1st down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Going up top on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
Heat up them pass rushers, bringing them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Running to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Takes a handoff, and he's going right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. It's third down, and they've got to get it to the 33. Looking to throw its best. And they can't make the play on third down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
The give to the fullback. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They'll line up for a second down play. Leaves it with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
They'll run play action. Keeps looking downfield. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Looking for the end zone. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth. A first down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. He wants a big play here late. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Stands in and takes the hit. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field.